Hey, Benson.
How you doing, man?
Great. How you doing?
Good.
So everyone talks about, this isn't a taser, by the way. Everyone talks about his schedule, but you're a beast, bro. Like, you're 2 weeks after the Frankie Edgar fight, you went and fought in the brown belt division, the IBJJF.
I did, yeah.
Everyone talks about his thing, but you do the exact same thing all the time.
Yeah.
What is it? What is inside you that makes you think, I have to compete? Like, are you like that in go-karts and life and everything? You're a competitor. How?
Pretty much, yeah. I don't care what it is, whether it's tennis, tic-tac-toe, Uno, it doesn't matter. I like to win, I like to compete, I like to have fun. It's nice when you're able to go do IBJJF tournaments, go do wrestling tournaments, go do other things, you know. I can compete and have fun, and it's not like the way the world, there's no world title on the the line. If you lose, oh my God, you lose a ton of money, you lose this, you lose that. Okay. But it's being able to just compete and have fun, and you know that is what I do. I love to compete. So yeah, after a couple of tournaments, I had after a couple of fights, I went and did a couple of tournaments. It's just what I enjoy doing. I don't talk about it perhaps as much as some other people would. And like, oh hey, guess what I did? I did this, I did that, and put it out there. But yeah, I do that stuff all the time.
Okay. Now you're a fighter. How does it stack up when you go against a legitimate jiu-jitsu fighter versus you're an MMA fighter? Is their game so much sharper because of that? Like if you grapple against Marcelo Garcia, that's his thing. That's his A game. How does a super good fighter compare to a super good grappler?
For me, I don't see much of a difference. Like, if you're doing whatever the sport is, you're a basketball player in the NBA, and then you're playing one of those arcade games where you just shoot at the hoops, not the rest of the basketball involved. You're not gonna be like, oh well, this is different because that's the game, that's what you're choosing to compete in. So do your best, have fun, So for me, saying, oh yeah, but this isn't MMA, and if it was MMA, I'd probably do this to you. Yeah, but I'm choosing to compete in the sport of which it is. I'm choosing to compete in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So therefore, I'm gonna do the best I can and get my hand raised, all that stuff. So I just don't like that thinking because it leads guys to make excuses, I guess.
Okay. Now this, I'll have to explain it so it doesn't sound wonky. If you're a white belt in Jiu-Jitsu, the time you go to blue belt, you are 100% different athlete, competitor. Now, you're a world-class athlete, so if I were to look at a white belt to blue belt, I can see easily how much they've progressed.
Yep.
Now, when you say, I've improved, it's how is that? How can you make a judgment of that? You're a world champion, you're a competitor. It's incremental, but can you see it versus what we can see?
I think I can. I can think there's like small little things. As a mixed martial artist, as a boxer, improving your jab, getting your jab better. Oh yeah, I flared my elbows out too much, or I did this, or I did that, blah blah. But then you can see when you watch yourself. We take video of my practices, take video of my sparring rounds, and I was like, okay, my jab is getting better. Like I can see the differences. Same thing for a double leg. Same thing for a arm lock. Oh, I was going to go for that arm lock, but I didn't set it up the right way, and his arm got loose because I didn't set it up properly. So I think I try to pay attention to the little things of how to, if I am improving, if I'm not improving, if I'm getting worse somewhere, like, oh, I had just have a really good double leg, and now I'm not setting it up at all, and I'm getting in and I'm not finishing it. I wonder why I'm not finishing it. So it's something you have to be conscious of and be aware of.
Okay. And now you compete so often. Do you find there's wear and tear on your body that might affect other performances? Do you worry about injuries in jiu-jitsu tournaments or ADCCs or any of that?
Yeah. Or? No, I don't really worry too much about the injuries. I did ADCC 2 weeks after the Anthony Pettis fight.
Okay.
So I don't worry about it too much. Obviously, you gotta be smart. You gotta pay attention to your body. But if you're being smart, you're being healthy, and you're training the right way. Like, I'm not going to go into a tournament if I am injured, if I'm hurt, and I can't actually compete. I'm not going to just go and do a tournament and mess myself up even further.
Okay.
So yeah, it's about being smart, I guess.
Okay. Now you see someone like Bernard Hopkins, dude's 50, still doing it, and you just said you got to stay healthy and active. How important is that? Because you see guys, I'm just going to say Quentin Jackson, the guy walks around at 240. Yeah. Drops to 205, fights, goes to 205. How is that on a fighter's body?
I think it's controlling your weight's one thing. Like that's pretty hard. You're down to weight for all of 10 minutes, and then you're
drink water.
Yeah, and literally the next day you're back up 30 pounds. So that's kind of hard to control. But as far as just staying active, staying busy, I think that helps a lot with staying injury free. It helps a lot with just being healthier. You know, like guys can be a world class fighter and great and everything, but they're still not very healthy because they do bad things and stuff like that. So part of that is just being healthy.
Okay, well, thank you so much, man.
Cool.
You're a beast.
Thank you.
Pleasure.